activity going on.
We got
in here.
orbs. We got orbs floating around.
No, we got Dave. We got there it is. There's Holden.
Like you can't pull them all in because that's really gonna throw off the scenes. I won't really
Yeah,
know what I'm
no,
doing.
Dave's
Hey,
just in the shadows.
I'm only early because I was asked to pop in.
Yeah, you slid right in. There's no tickling the tits on this stream.
No foreplay, no foreplay.
No foreplay. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing fine. I got a nap in also, but it was like an hour ago, so I'm way more awake than Vanessa and more alert than you are apparently.
Well, here's the thing. Like, we're real professional on this show. Vanessa wakes up 3 minutes before we go live. I barely have anything ever working. We are top notch. We are the third official spin-off show from Busted Open. We're the third one. So if the other two drop, then we're right up there.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yes, that's
We're waiting in the wings.
We're waiting.
We're like Sting.
It's like Sting. I was telling one of our viewers who wasn't here the last time you were on that the last time we spoke to you, you were discussing your porn video aspect of
Porn series.
Porn series, that's right. And about, you shut down your stream and it's still on. And now you have something called Go Hard coming out. Like, it's walking the line.
I go from porn to coming out with a wrestling show. I got him there. I got a little beer in that beard. I'm real happy.
This is a fake beard, by the way. It's my Halloween beard. Glue this on. But yeah, you walk. What's that? It took me hours. Makeup. I told you we're professional. I usually stand right over here, and my makeup guy Ralph Cirilla puts it on for me. And anyways, but you so you Go Hard, a wrestling thing. Why don't you fill us in on that?
So for anyone that doesn't know, I am Toronto-based independent professional wrestler Holden Albright, and we haven't really wrestled since March.
Oh.
So in the meantime, though, I think the last time I was on the show, I talked about Backyard Pro, which
Yes.
Von Vertigo did, and it's available on YouTube. And it's basically like parodying backyard wrestling, but with real wrestlers. But the thing is, I'm not a backyard wrestler, and that ground, it fucking hurt. Like, I did not like that. I got back body dropped into a pool, almost broke my neck.
Oh.
And I'm like, yeah, I don't need to do backyard wrestling anymore, but we are allowed to train now, like just in like limited groups. And I'm like, well, what if we did a holiday show and all the feuds are based off of holiday movies? So there may be a Jingle All the Way toy on a pole match, perhaps, and other things along those lines. And it will be free on YouTube on Christmas Eve, December 24th.
Nice. I'm just thinking of all the Christmas movies you guys could parody. Home Alone.
What is your favorite Christmas movie?
Die Hard.
Wait, you have to do Die Hard.
Die Hard, right? Die Hard's.
See, I think Die Hard will be in next year's Christmas special, mostly just because filming outside right now is a little limited, and we definitely want like a huge action movie element to it.
Home Alone would be good, especially for wrestling with all the, all the gimmicks that Macaulay Culkin was up to.
I will give a teaser that we do have a Home Alone influence match on this show.
We have Dave in the chat says Elf.
See, I was thinking of Elf, and so we're gonna have one storyline that kind of branches out throughout the whole show and culminates in the main event. And I was like, well, I know a lot of short wrestlers. They're not little people. They're just legitimately 5 foot nothing. So I'm like, well, it'd be real funny if like we do it in reverse, where they think they're a wrestler, but they're really an elf, and we reveal it at the end of the show. And mix of that and Die Hard would be coming in next year's holiday special.
Nice. Free on YouTube. Where? On what actual link? So I can post it in the chat. Gremlins. That's
so we haven't revealed the link of what channel will be hosting it, but we're gonna be, or I am partnering with a bunch of different promotions in the Greater Toronto area, Southern Ontario, Canada, to promote it. So I'm not revealing any of those details just yet because for the next 2 weeks, we actually have an Indiegogo for the holiday special where for $10 you can get included in the credits, and at $60 you can be included in what we're going to be doing as our own version of the Lightning Dome instead of the Thunderdome.
I love it.
And then,
Yeah.
but you also get like collectible posters, autographs, inside scoops, and it's basically like a independent movie you would be funding.
It's a perfect time for this in many ways. Like you said, you haven't wrestled since March. You know, things basically suck. So to have something coming out that can make you laugh and make you smile, like wrestling's fun, just like Talking Shopomania.
I love
you know?
Talking Shopomania. I can't wait for the second one in a couple weeks.
Yep. There it is. Thank you, Vanessa. I was looking for the Twitter as you could see me trying to find it. So it's just a great time. I know, well, Vanessa knows this better than I do. It's tough for you guys up there right now. Like, you just can't, first of all, you can't cross the border, 1. 2, you just can't get any work, sadly, at the moment.
Like, I knew, unfortunately for us, there were so many indie shows starting to pop up, and it was outdoors, and in Ontario at least, the restrictions didn't really let up until the end of August, and that only left like a 6-week window for shows to run. And so we have in Canada, we have Canadian Thanksgiving about a month and a half before you guys.
Yep.
So it was 2 weeks ago this past Monday, and it was literally in my mind, because I was talking to someone, they're like, well, outdoor shows. I was like, yeah, we're in Canada though. And you're in New York State, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so it's cold. So I was like, well, I'm pretty sure Thanksgiving's going to be the turnaround of it's cold, and it won't be that shows won't run. It's wrestlers are too dumb to not wrestle outside when it's chilly. And I say luckily, there was a show scheduled for October 18th. And because in the GTA and Ottawa, we got pushed back to the second stage for the COVID restrictions. We couldn't really do this show outdoors, so canceled. But I was supposed to wrestle on the show, but I'm happy because it was cold, and like I still want to wrestle for fans, but at the same time, I don't want to risk anyone's health.
Yeah, that makes sense. Vanessa posted a bunch of the links in the chat: the Indiegogo, the Go Hard Twitter link, which is a great.
See, it's not funny to anyone else besides you because you knew about the porn ideas.
And that's the funny thing, because I didn't even think about that line until I turned on this stream and started talking to Vanessa, and I was like, you know, the last thing we talked to him about was that porn stuff, and now he's got this coming out called Go Hard. Okay, this is not a wrestling event. Who is he kidding? Oh.
It will be a PG show for anyone, because it's funny.
Awesome.
I was starting to remember. Okay, the last time I interacted with him, he has a few daughters. He likes football clubs, and you bring up after we talked for an hour of deliriousness, and I'm like, oh, I remember the man, and you remember my dumb ideas from when I was 20.
Yeah. It's I can't hate, man. I'm a full of useless information. I can't control what gets saved up here and what doesn't. But I do remember, this is the one thing I also remember from having you on, smiling. Like you're a fun guy. You make you make me laugh. I think Vanessa's laughing. I know.
I forgot she was here because when I started talking about that porn thing last time, she went, "Oh my god!" And I was just surprised.
Yeah.
So I knew for sure when I was watching the stream before I popped on this time. I'm listening. I'm like, I remember Vanessa's gonna be on the call. Don't say anything dumb.
Yeah, that's what we like to do.
But you know what? Okay, so these are two different, because like I know Holden because I've seen Holden in the ring and like in my town in Sarnia, and like. He's a bad mother, okay? Like, he's literally scares the poop out of me when he comes out. He's got his mask on and stuff like that. No. And then I see him here and he's all like smiley and like, hey, let's chill, let's hang out. And I'm like, this man is very bipolar and I don't know if I'm okay with this.
Well, like, so to be honest, I actually have my own podcast called This is Brendan, because my real name's Brendan Caulfield. And it's literally because once I started like diving deep into my gimmick, and I say my gimmick is I'm a pro wrestler, amateur criminal. I will threaten to kidnap your children, I won't murder you, but I'll send you to the hospital. You're going to remember me from the scars. And then I was very scared that I was going to turn into Heath Ledger. So I was like, I can't go too, because I'm not a horror movie guy. So all my inspirations are true crime, like mass murderers and like the serial killer tapes. That's my inspiration. It's not Freddy and Jason.
Yeah.
It's Jim Jones and like cults. So I'm like, well, if I dig too deep into this, I may end up overdosing in a hotel room by myself.
We don't want that for sure. But
no, so I'd rather have fun and enjoy conversations and talk about situational porn videos.
But you bring something up interesting. You mentioned Heath Ledger, and I think a couple times on this show recently, we got talking about Batman and all the different Batman movies. Who, first of all, I mean, I guess this won't work if you're not a Batman fan, but whatever, I'm gonna ask it anyways. Who was the best Batman?
Bro, I literally bought the new Batman animated thing last week.
There you go. Perfect.
But like, my Batman for sure, like, because I watched it when they were in theaters and I was conscious, it has to be Christian Bale. But like, I'm a big fan of fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed it, but I was like 6 when I watched it.
Yeah. I think it does have a lot to do when you see these movies. I totally agree. I lean towards Christian Bale. But I also saw the original Batman in the theaters as a kid. I was like Michael Keaton for sure. So it is tough. But that was a good one. We had another one too. What was the other one we talked about? Maybe not. And I also think The Dark Knight was a Joker movie, not a Batman movie.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
100%.
Yep, for sure.
Like individually, so I enjoyed the TV series Dexter.
Yes,
but
coming back, by the
legitimately, way. Yeah, I'm not holding my breath because I know how the second half of the last season went. So, but I tell anyone, I'm like, oh, if you want to watch something, just 12 episodes, season 4. You don't have to watch anything before that. You get the Trinity Killer. But if you enjoy it, you can watch 1 to 3. But nothing's gonna match season 4 by itself, and that's how I see The Dark Knight. Where it's, if you know Batman, if you know of the Joker, you're gonna enjoy it. But that movie alone just stands alone as a good film.
That's a great point because overall Dexter is a great series, except maybe for the second half of the last one. But you can just watch season 4 on its own. And oh man. And yeah, I mean I'm excited it's coming back. I knew it would come back just how it ended. Like I knew they would come back in one way or another. Especially now in today's day and age with Netflix and all this. I mean, it's still going to be on Showtime, I believe, but I think. But I knew it would come back. I just hope it's better than El Camino from Breaking Bad because I wasn't too big on that one. So, people love. Jim
Are you
Carrey.
like a true crime guy at all?
I enjoy a little everything.
What's your genre of choice?
Oh gosh.
You're asking me like who my serial killer of choice is? Like that's
what genre of true crime? Like I'm a cults guy. Some people are serial killer guys. Some are like spree killers. But I love cults. They're just fascinating.
I think I would I think I would be on the serial killer side. Although Helter Skelter, that book is amazing. Oh, it's not amazing. I shouldn't say that. It's terrible.
It's fascinating. It's interesting.
Fascinating book. But yeah, I would go on the serial killer route of things if I had to.
There was a new Charles Manson book that actually came out, I believe, this year, and it's like his ties into like how he was involved in the military testing of acid on people and all this stuff where there's too many things, like how Jeffrey Epstein can be linked to all these powerful people.
Yeah.
Charles Manson can be linked to like these directors of the CIA, these high-ranking officials. And when under oath they were asked, "Did you ever meet this person?" They're like, "No," and they're shown paperwork that says,
"Wow,
here's all the interactions you've had." It's very. There was someone, I forget his name exactly, but he was interviewed on Rogan's show earlier this year.
Yeah. And the other thing, I mean, we're going down rabbit holes now. The other thing,
you know, that's me though. Yeah, you know, that's me
for sure. The other thing I'm really into, I am anything involving JFK, more specifically, obviously the assassination, anything, I will dive head first into that.
Bro, I was talking about JFK in a group chat yesterday.
Yeah, that stuff. I mean,
and it's very sad that in the past 20 years, like the JFK assassination was such a huge conspiracy theory, but so many conspiracy theories have been proven factual since 9/11 that they don't even bring up the grassy knoll anymore.
Nope. Man, I tell you, some good stuff. What do you think, Vanessa? What's well, you said serial killers. Vanessa's a fan of serial killers.
What got me into you always watch that stuff, but there was like a documentary series, and I can't remember what it was on, but it was called Most Evil, and so it was this doctor. Yeah, I was on a Canadian thing, so like you probably.
I believe it was like investigative discovery or something.
Yeah, so it's like this psychologist or whatever, and he studies all like the different serial killers and then puts them on a scale of like 1 to 100 of like most evil and stuff. Messed up. And then after that,
you can take that test. You can actually take that test. I am very scared about what my results would be, so I don't want to take it.
I was just gonna say.
I was not aware of that.
I would be afraid.
Yeah, I would be too.
Maybe we can do that in a couple weeks, Vanessa. We'll take it live on the air.
Oh gosh.
You guys are braver than I am.
Yeah.
No, man, I don't know.
I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm not a serial killer. Just throw it
It's
away.
like one of those ones where like you go to like a job interview and you have to answer those like skill questions, and it's like pick what you would be, and it's like, would you skydive? And you're like, yes. But you're like, wait, risk assessment. I have to pick no so I can get the job.
Nah, I just, I say enough incriminating stuff that the other person laughs, and then they'll agree, and then they now realize that they incriminated themselves, and then I get the job.
There you go. Excellent. Who else, and I know you don't want to give too much away, but who else could we see going hard?
I can't. Okay, that one got me. I'll put a teaser out there. Okay. And if you donate to the Indiegogo, it will come up in an email blast as soon as like funding's over in 2 weeks. But someone on the Impact Wrestling, actually possibly several people on the Impact pay-per-view that's going on right now, will most likely be on the Christmas special. Could
they be in the ring right now wrestling?
I don't know. I'm trying not to screw up my internet connection, so I only see the Zoom chat right now, so I don't know what match is happening right now.
It's a tag match, and a guy with headgear just missed a moonsault.
I love that man. He was on Busted Open today. Oh, love that man.
Yeah, he's the reason he turned my chest into chopped because he chopped me for 2 minutes.
Oh man, yeah.
It was my idea too. That's the thing, because I'm an idiot.
Yeah, but Vanessa was saying we're gonna have you. I think this is right. Correct me if I'm wrong, Vanessa. You're gonna come back on before the event, right?
Yeah, sure. Let's actually do something special for that. I'm going to try to compile a bunch of video clips from different Christmas-involved wrestling segments, and we can commentate on it if you guys are down for that.
Oh, that sounds fun. You know what? I just want to look at the dates for a second because I even have a better idea. Calendar. Hold on. This riveting stuff here. No, I was going to say my birthday is not on a show night. My birthday's the 18th. I thought it might be a show night.
Of December?
Yeah.
Okay. I think like Stone Cold's is like the 16th.
No, Stone Cold's is the 18th. Me and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Yeah, me, Stone Cold.
That's my number one guy. That's my dude.
But yeah, go hard.
My anniversary is the 20th. Do we have a show on the 20th?
Why would you guys want to plan to, like, I understood the birthday celebration, but isn't the anniversary like a combination of you and your partner?
Yeah, he don't care.
He doesn't.
He don't care.
Awesome stuff. Well, Holden, I'll let you have the final word. Why don't you put over what you want, man?
I will put over the fact that there is a lot of good wrestling going on in the world right now through multiple promotions, and there are a lot of good wrestlers that you can still feel proud to support. If and I mentioned it the last time on the show, it's easy to bitch and moan about what you don't like and to voice
That's right.
argumentative opinions and to signal boost that, but just share what you love. There's a lot of cool stuff. Just share that. And I'm not saying don't be negative. Oh God, I dislike a lot of stuff. I just talk to people so I can have discussions off forum. And if anyone ever comes at you for what you love, be it a style of wrestling or look at my cute child, they're clearly the ones that have problems trying to anger you about how dare you like that. Why would they care? I don't like strawberry ice cream. If you do, cool. I'm going to have vanilla. It's all right. But yes, I am Holden Albright. You can follow me at Holden Pro on things, and also Indiegogo.com. Look up Go Hard Pro Holiday Special, and it is real wrestling, but there will be one cinematic match. I will guarantee that.
Nice. Awesome.
So thank you very much. I'm going to hop off now if I know how.
No problem. Thank you. We'll see you around. You've been a pleasure. Come back anytime.
Have a great night.
You too. Awesome. Hey guys.